Hey everyone, today I'm going to do a little mini Kohl's try on with you. So before I get into it, let's talk a little bit about Kohl's and why I love it so much. All right, when we are doing shopping for clients, so putting together a virtual shopping guide, we shop from Kohl's all the time, and more specifically, these brands: Simply Vera, the Lauren Conrad collection, Nine West, Sonoma, and a little bit of the Croft and Barrel. Now, we find that a lot of these brands deliver really classic fits for clients and some really basic essentials. And some of the other brands really have a lot of style, pattern, print, details that's going to add a little bit more variety and sometimes things that are a little bit more expressive into our clients' wardrobes. We just tend to be able to find a lot of pieces in a variety of sizes also. Kohl's is great for carrying petites, plus size, straight size, and a couple tall options too. The other thing about Kohl's is it carries a lot of categories that we're looking for. So we're often able to find dresses, blouses, casual fashion tops, fashion sweatshirts, again, basics and essentials, a lot of things that we're struggling to find at some other retailers right now. So I went to Kohl's the other week to grab a few things for my branding shoot that I was doing for Fashion Fix. And I wanted to share with you a couple of the things that I picked up. Everything that you see me try on today is going to be linked in a blog post on the website. So make sure you check out the description below for that. Let's get into this first blouse that I have on. And what I want to point out are a couple details, because tops like this, some of the details are A, going to affect the way that it fits your shape, and B, impact the way that you're going to wear it. So the first thing that I want to point out is the sleeve. So it has a cuff on it with this functional button, but you're also going to see that it has this button here on the arm. So that means you're going to want to use this tab on it. So it's not going to work to do any other kind of cuffing or rolling on this blouse. And the reason why this detail is on here is because the fabric of this top is really movable and drapey and silky and soft. It doesn't have the structure to hold itself in place if you're going to cuff it. So that's why it has this detail there. And if you're going to roll the sleeves, you're definitely going to want to use that. Otherwise, you're just going to want to wear it with the cuff buttoned. Okay. So now the other thing that I want to point out is this detail here on the neckline. So you can see that it's kind of coming up to a pleat here around the neck. This is going to be great for my apple gals because, again, we have those narrow shoulders that come up and inward. And this detail is really going to complement our curve or lack of curve that we have through our shoulders. So I do really like that. The other thing about it is this, like I said before, this fabric is really soft, really movable. So if you like something that has a drapier fit on it, this is definitely going to be the one for you. Here's who I don't recommend this top for. Probably not my hourglass gals. So my hourglass gals and probably even like my top curvy gals, you're going to find this to not have the most complimentary fit up through the shoulders, and you are going to find it extremely shapeless through the midsection on you. Straight shape, apple shape, this is going to be nice for you. You're probably going to want to do the front tuck on it though, just to have a little bit more balance on your shape. But with the straight and apple shape, you'll be able to go up and down a size in this and to kind of get the right fit. Bottom curvy gals, I caution this on you because it is pretty long. And so it's not going to really give you the best fit from the torso over the hips. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, here's my next top. And if you have been following Fashion Fix for a while now, you may see this on me and be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, Lindsay, what are you doing wearing a dolman sleeve top? And on top of that, I actually like it. I think that it fits well. I'm historically just very avert to dolman sleeve tops. I feel like they seem like a cute idea in theory because they're going to give you that like drapey, relaxed look, but they just end up feeling frumpy and shapeless. Let me tell you why this one is specifically working on me as an apple shape. We saw this in the last top I tried on, but again, it's this pleating. So this pleating in the neckline that is coming up and inward is complementing that narrow shape that as an apple I have up through my shoulders. So that's helping this not feel super shapeless and just hanging on me like a sack. Now, my top curvy gals and my hourglass gals, you definitely could give this a try because this has that relaxed shoulder that we like to see on you. What I want you to be careful though is it going to be fitting too long on you? Because remember, if you are hourglass, we really don't want tops coming like covering your hips. So just be careful about that. Straight shape gals, you could give this a try, but you might find yourself going down a size in it so that it doesn't feel, again, too oversized or too big on you. I wanted to leave this untucked because I wanted you to see that it has this detail that we like here on the side with the rounded hem and coming up a little bit higher. But most likely for me as an apple, I'm probably going to be wearing it tucked in. Again, if you saw the front tuck video, you know that there's two reasons why we do a front tuck or a quarter tuck, French tuck, whatever you want to call it. That is to create shape or to create style. So for me, I just like the style that it delivers on this top, and it does feel a little bit more balanced on me. But anyways, here's number 2. Let's get to number 3. Okay, here's number 3. We're seeing a lot of this detail so far on the pieces that I'm trying on, with just sort of this in and upward pleating up here around the neckline. Again, for an apple, this is great because we often run into problems where things feel really oversized on our shoulders. So loving that. You can also see where this seam for the shoulder is coming up and in a little bit. Again, awesome for apple as we are narrow up here through the shoulder. Now, I want to talk about this sleeve. I am often very leery of really oversized, loose, baggy sleeves. They tend to disrupt the shape and balance of a garment and how it might fit on you. However, the reason why these sleeves are working out okay is because they're shorter, because they're coming up to a 3/4 length fit. If these sleeves were this wide and loose and baggy and they were full length down to the wrist, we would find this top to fit very frumpy. So nothing would change in the cut and the fit from the shoulder to the midsection, but because the sleeve would be so wide and so long, it would just feel like we were drowning in fabric. So just watch out for that. If you're trying on tops in your wardrobe and you're like, why do I not feel good in this? Why do I feel frumpy in this? Is it a blouse or a top that has a really full sleeve that's really long and it's just feeling really frumpy then when you wear it? Aside from an apple, who might this be good for? Bottom curvy gals and straight gals possibly. Top curvy or hourglass, I caution you on this because this comes in pretty narrow on the shoulder, so it's really not going to deliver that balanced fit that we're looking for you. Let's get to the next one. This is a great example of the opposite of what I just tried on. So at first glance, you may think, oh, that's really cute. I love that on you. That's great. However, if we look closer at the cut and how it's fitting on my shape, it's really not the best for me. So these are coming off of my shoulder. They fit wide on my shoulder. The seam is all the way out here, where the top that I previously had on, the seam was upward in here, which is really where my shoulder is. So it's fitting a little bit wide. And then that wide fit on my shoulder is exaggerated by this ruffle detail here. So it's just a little bit too wide on me. This would be great for my hourglass or top curvy gals. Straight gals, you could give it a try, but you might want to go down a size in it. So here's what happens though when we do that. When we try something on and we're really excited about it at first glance, especially if we are desperate to find things for our wardrobe, and we'll wear it maybe the first time and feel great in it and think it's really cute, or wear it the second time and maybe at the second time we're like, ooh, when I wear this, I have to wear it with this certain bottom or this accessory or adjust it this way because that's what makes it look balanced on me. Then by the third or the fourth time, it's like it starts to feel frumpy. It starts not fitting quite right. You can't tell what it is. And it's because the cut might be wrong for you. So you really, even though you get excited about something when you try it on at first, you really want to look at the details of the cut and how that's fitting on your shape, if it complements your shape. And if it's not, just know over time as you go to wear it, you're going to start feeling frumpier and frumpier, just kind of off when you wear it. It's going to end up in the donation bag by the end of the year. I've got one more to try on. Okay, this last one is a twofer. I've got a shell on underneath and this jacket. And I know this jacket is amazing. I love it. I wore it for my branding shoot. It is 100% staying in my wardrobe, and I cannot wait for another reason to wear it. I love it. But let's start with talking about the blouse underneath. So this is actually not a great fit. I'm giving an illusion that it's fitting me well. I have it tucked under itself because I just wanted you to see it with this jacket. But if I pull it down, it's really tight on my belly. Do you see that? Like, it is tight on my belly. That is because this has an extremely straight cut with a fabric that has no stretch and no movement. And as an apple, I'm a diamond, narrow through the shoulder, wide through the midsection. So we're seeing it from here to here, fit great, but from here to here, it is super, super tight on my tummy. And if you remember, that dolman sleeve top didn't do that here, right? That had a nice, more drapey fit through the midsection. This does not. So this is not going to be a keeper for me. This is too tight. This would be better for my straight shaped gals, or I would say bottom curvy or hourglass. All right, let's move on to the jacket. So it actually has a nice neutral fit to it. So I think this would work for a lot of different body shapes. But let's talk about the style, because that's where you want to be really careful. So the first thing I want to point out is that this lapel is not traditional. You can see it kind of has this rounded lapel here. It doesn't have the notch out that like a traditional blazer would have. So if you're really classic, this might feel like a little outside your style profile. Next, let's talk about the pattern. So the pattern leans very, very romantic. So if you have romantic in your style profile, this is going to be great for you. I do not have romantic in my style profile. My style profile is preppy, sporty, casual. So how am I making this work for me? Well, I can style it and lean it more into my profile by cupping the sleeve. So that's helping relax it and give it a little bit more of that casual feel. The other thing with it is the negative space in the pattern. That kind of helps give me a little bit more room to style it differently and to help it keep a little bit more casual or a little bit more relaxed. I can very, very easily do this with a knit t-shirt instead of a blouse. Maybe even throw on some of my canvas sneakers with it. And again, give it more of that casual look and maybe even lean it a little bit into that preppy look. If I were to throw on, I don't know, maybe like a baseball cap with it or something like that. This blazer though, I love, and definitely tune in to Instagram. That's where I show up with my daily looks, because you will probably see me style this many a different ways throughout the rest of this year. Okay, that's all I have from this Kohl's try-on. Again, it was just a few pieces that I picked up, and I was really excited to come on and show you them, because I think Kohl's is a sleeper store. A lot of people are not shopping there as much as I think that they should. So I hope that this encourages you to check them out, especially if you're looking for some of those pieces that are going to add more variety and a little bit more adventure to your wardrobe. Okay, a few more things here before we go, and that is body shape. We talk a lot about body shape in these try-ons, and the cuts and the details and how they complement your body shape are going to have a balanced fit on your body shape. If you are unfamiliar with your body shape or don't know how to identify your body shape or what fit points are good for your body shape, sign up for a body shape analysis at fashionfixmn.com. We will help you with that. The other thing, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, like, comment, share. If you're finding anything that we're talking about in these try-ons helpful and useful, please share them with others.